Hi everybody, I wanted to do a video to show you how I solved a problem with getting some engine codes. So this is a 2008 Honda Pilot, and I solved, let's see, I had I had a bunch of engine codes. I had P0301, which means random misfire in cylinder number 1. Then I had P0302, which is a random misfire in cylinder number 2, and I had it for all of the cylinders, as well as a general misfire code. I think it was P0300. So just a little background on this. In the spring, I was pulling these codes randomly, just here and there, once in a while, not a big deal. I ended up changing the spark plugs in the summertime, and so I just bought only the spark plugs, and I pulled out the ignition coil. There's one screw that you can see down here. It's really easy. It's 10 millimeters. You pull that screw off, and then you unclip the wire, which you can just squeeze on the side, and then you can pop it off. And then this is the ignition coil itself. Now, just so you know, after I changed my spark plugs out, the car was running fine for a little while. Then it started to get cold, and then I started having a lot worse problems. It was not only pulling all these codes on a regular basis, but it started to flash. You know, the engine light would flash while I was going up a hill, and the power would just cut clear down where I couldn't even go. I couldn't even go fast at all. I couldn't even get up to speed to get on the freeway. So anyway, I was researching this, trying to figure out what the world could be causing the problem, and they say that, your spark plugs can cause this problem. And I thought, well, I put in brand new spark plugs, so I checked those out, and they all look good. And the second thing they say is the spark plug wires. Now on the Honda Pilot, the 2000, I think it's 3 through 2008 models, they don't have spark plug wires. What they have instead is this. It's called a coil on plug insulator, and if you really want to know what it is two pieces of rubber and a spring. So the other piece of rubber is actually this little ring right here, and it just slides on and slides off really easy. So when I looked at this, I thought, you got to be kidding me. There's no way that this is going to solve my problem. But actually, this is exactly what solved my problem. And if you can see the quality of this spring, it's really nice and brand new. Well, let me show you the springs from the ones I pulled out. Okay, so here's the 6 springs that I took out. And I don't know if you can see very good on here, but on this one, right at the very top, anyway, there's corrosion on there. You can kind of see it right there. But anyway, they're a little bit corroded, and they're probably the original springs. They're 12 years old. And so anyway, all I did was, inside of here, you can kind of see that you can just take and put the brand new spring inside there, and then put the rubber boot on like that, and you just make sure that it's in there right, and that's all it takes. And then you just put it back in, and just so you know, this was an instant fix, instantly fixed. I no longer am tripping the engine code, and it was tripping every time I went to get on the freeway. Every single time I went up the hill to get on the freeway, it was flashing the engine lights, and I would pull like 6 codes, P0301, 0302, all the way through. And I just had no idea what it was. And it's crazy to think that something so small, like a spring, can cause that. But you realize that the current is going through this and going right into your spark plug. So, it's very important that you have a non-corroded spring in there. So anyway, just thought this might be helpful to some of you. And the cost for these was about $6 a piece, so somewhere around $40–45 for all 6. So I hope that helps you out, and if it does, please give me a like and let me know below if you have any questions. Thank you.